Okay, this is a treat for me. We're on top of the Fort Walton Temple Mound in Fort Walton Beach, of course. Never been here before. Wanted to come here for years. It's one of the more significant of all the known temple mounds, documented temple mounds. And it's pretty good size on top. It's not the biggest ever, but it's a really good size. When you consider, 1,000 to 2,000 years of erosion, it's you can imagine what was here before, but it's pretty big. They've added this structure on top of what they have created or determined to be a replica of what would have been here, although admittedly they have no idea what would have been here. So it's kind of interesting to put anything up here at all. I don't know, none of my business. So anyway, this talks about the story of the Fort Walton Temple Mound. They're saying it was 700 to 1500 AD. But again, that's all most likely, probably believed to be, that sort of thing. Could have been here for 3,000 years. I haven't had a chance to ask anyone or to research it, but I don't know if there have been any remains found anywhere nearby. But it's typically, as was typical in the last 100 years, or 100 years ago, when they were coming in and building, buildings, European style buildings, they would, and roads, they would use the shells from these mounds, burial mounds, temple mounds. There's bones buried all over Florida's roads. I mean, just scattered throughout. Now who knows where they've been paved over. So, but anyway, that's a different story for a different time. But we don't know. In any mound village, for lack of a better term, there would be a surrounding group of village, and as well as other mounds. Mound builders build mounds. They build smaller mounds, big mounds, etc. So who knows? They have a little museum here I'm going to go into in a moment or two or three, and actually about 35 minutes. They're not open yet, but they were gracious enough to let me just walk around in here. So pretty amazing stuff when you think about it. There's this big, huge indentation over here that suggests that somebody did dig something out of the side of this thing. Here, this is it here. So, and I don't think this is caused by erosion. It looks pretty indented. Pretty cool stuff, man. This really adds to the collection, if you will. This has been on the register since '65, and I don't even know how long the register's been around, but it wasn't too much before that. Here's another indentation I didn't notice the first time, but like they've dug part of this out. Trees, but not as many as we've seen before. You can still see the lines of the mound and how it would have been. Pretty cool stuff. They've kept it up real well. So that's a 360 at the bottom. Can't go on top. Been up as far as we can go. That's pretty cool. So we're gonna shut it in.